They say that time here on earth is like a blink of an eye in heaven. And it helps me to imagine my child running ahead of me through a beautiful field of wildflowers, chasing butterflies, so completely caught up in what they're doing that by the time they turn around looking for me, I'm already there. I heard that quote for the first time about 8 weeks after I lost Davin, and it was a real game changer for me in a good way. I feel like the first 8 weeks after losing him was the hardest. I remember exactly where I was when I read it. I was searching on Pinterest, looking for different quotes to kind of soothe my soul, and this one totally did. For a couple of reasons. Number one, time on earth is like a blink of an eye. And it just reminded me how short life is. And not that I'm taking it too seriously by any means, this is obviously a very serious thing, but just reminded me like, Sarah, you're gonna get there. Like, you're gonna get there very quickly. And time went so slow those first 2 months, but I can't believe it's been 6 months already. So I do think that there was like a shift for me after those 2 months, just thinking about the time till I can see him again. The second thing was the part about running through a field of wildflowers, chasing butterflies. I like that for two reasons. One, I'm a visual person, so having that visualization of him up in heaven, I know it's the best place for him, but it's hard to accept that when your heart longs for someone that you've lost. And so while I know he's in this great place, it kind of gave me the visual that I needed to remind myself when I'm struggling, when I miss him, that he's in a great place, he's having fun kind of thing. I also liked the idea of him running through this wildflower, chasing butterflies. So I think of him a lot more now when I see flowers, especially ones just growing wildly in the middle of a yard or something. And of course, butterflies, now I think of him when I see them. So when you take how quickly I'm gonna be there, life is short, with he's in this great place. And it brings it to that last part, which is by the time he looks back, I'll already be there. There's this longing to love up on him and to experience him back. And I'm reminded of that in this quote because it's like, he'll be looking back for me, like, where are you, Mom? And, like I'll be there interacting with him. And so obviously it really touches me. I know I'm starting to cry here, but it makes me happy. It really makes me happy. So I decided to get it tattooed on my body. I'm not a tattoo person. I have one tiny little one here, which is from another time in my life. And I got it on my forearm. I originally was gonna just do flowers and a butterfly and something a little bit more dainty, but I decided to go with this because I found, as I was searching on Pinterest, I found this image of this woman holding her baby. And it just really hit me. It seems to be a pretty popular tattoo. It came up multiple times. I liked that the woman was holding the baby, again, imagining me in heaven, getting to be with him again. I've actually had several people tell me that it kind of looks like me because I wear my hair in a top bun a lot. And I decided to go with my forearm. I actually wanted to go with right here at first, kind of like when you're holding your baby. And I thought even when I'm holding my future babies, it's like he'll always be there. But I didn't honestly, just from a practical reason, like that placement, that it would be so obvious all the time. Like when I'm standing, you can see my forearms kind of like all the time. but you don't see this one until I use my arm or if I'm like turned around or something. So I decided to go there. I also really like it's become kind of a conversation piece. People see it and they usually are intuitive and they know what it is, or they ask me about it and it gives me a chance to talk about Davin, which is another thing that for some people after a loss is really hard, but it actually makes me really happy. Any opportunity I get to talk about him makes me happy. So hence why I'm sharing this with you. I thought I would just show you my tattoo. I'm curious if you have a memorial tattoo of anybody that you've lost. It could even be a pet. I'd like to know what it is. So maybe in the comment section you can describe it to me, or you can find in the description section of this video, I have my Facebook linked up there. So you're welcome to share it with me on there as well. I'm going to continue to upload videos about my journey through this grieving process and how I'm getting through it from a health perspective. I also have other footage that I want to put up from my time with Davin. I'll be getting back to more just regular health and life coaching stuff. And of course, just following my life as well. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. It definitely supports my channel, helps it get out to more people. Make sure that you're subscribed. And if you thought of anyone as you're watching this video, make sure you share it with them. Thanks for watching.